So the Mormon Church recently submitted an amicus brief about transgender individuals, and I'm going to share some of the highlights. Making transgender status a quasi-suspect class, which is a group of persons who meet a series of criteria suggesting they are likely to be discriminated against, like gender, legitimacy of birth, etc., will expose religious people and institutions to fines, damages suits, and the loss of public benefits, all for exercising their religion. The brief didn't list exactly what that would look like. Granting transgender status heightened judicial protection would recast millennia-old religious teachings about the inseparability of sex and gender. So I'm going to push back on this for a second. Firstly, Mormon leaders have already been saying that gender roles aren't specific to that gender. Also in Mormonism, there's a thing that many of us who have left the church call a TK smoothie. This is in reference to one of the Mormon prophets, Joseph Fielding Smith's teachings that if you don't make it to the highest heaven, because in Mormonism they believe in 3 heavens, then you will lose your gender. A TK, which is the abbreviations for both of the lower kingdoms, telestial and terrestrial, and a smoothie, as in you'll look exactly like Barbie and Ken. Going back to the amicus brief, endorsing transgender status as a quasi-suspect class would make it so that religious freedom would be less free. And then the brief lists several areas where this could be a problem. They cite a foster mother who was denied children because of her unwillingness to support a child's chosen gender. They also cite state and local laws and policies that authorize public schools to conceal a child's transgender activities from their parents. The church also says that if transgender becomes a protected class, that the rest of the world will see them as bigots. And the Mormon Church does not want to be classified as bigots and superstitious fools. The government cannot rescue transgender people from stigma and isolation by stigmatizing and isolating religious people and institutions. So basically the Mormon Church is saying, please let us discriminate against transgender people, and don't let everyone call us bigots. Mormons hold the sincere belief that sex and gender are divinely created and indistinguishable. This understanding is deeply rooted, widely held, and unlikely to fade. Again, if you look closely at Mormon scriptures, nowhere does it say that gender is eternal. Even the Mormon prophet Gordon B. Hinckley said in 1983 that it was Heavenly Father that chose our gender, not that it existed eternally. I have close family and friends who are transgender, and I love them dearly. And ideas like this that the Mormon Church is displaying here creates rhetoric like this.
For those of you who don't know, demons are transgender.
Transgender individuals are not the enemy. And if you disagree with me, I admonish you to hear the stories of the transgender individuals. They are often amazing people who just want to live their life in peace.